junior, senior high school fans back to Lions Gymnasium as we start the first of 2 sets of games this week. We're winding down the regular season. Hosting tonight for the very first time the Ell-Saline Cardinals here at the Minneapolis gym. This is a replacement game where Clifton Clyde we played for several years, home and home.
Makeup game, that gives us 3 games in 5 days.
We will have Ell-Saline, at least this year, next year, as a replacement for that Clifton Clyde series. And as Mike said, this is a makeup game for the storm 3 weeks ago. Famous windy blizzard with 1 foot of snow. Anyway, Mike Perry, Dale Leech, and Dale Henderson here. Scott Ausherman is off watching his son wrestle on Eagle Communications Channel 20 and SalinaPost.com. Starting off with the girls here tonight. Our girls are right now 1 game ahead of Russell in the league standings.
And did I see that correctly? They are tied with Southeast. Or was that
they are tied with Southeast.
1 game behind us.
Yes. So there's the potential that we could end up having a 3-way tie if we go up to Russell and don't win tomorrow night. So, or we could win and take all the bacon home. So that would be good.
Let's do that.
That's right. Tonight we play the Ell-Saline Cardinals. We hold a 3-2 advantage over the Cardinals in the series. The 6th game played overall. We've never played Ell-Saline here at Minneapolis. We've played twice at Brookville and 3 times on neutral court. They're a very salty team. They have won 2 games last week against very good 2A competition. Marine Academy, I don't think they're ranked this year, but they're always a very strong program in Class 2A. And then they had the number 4 Ellenwood Eagles come in to town last Friday. He came from behind and beat Ellenwood 37-34, and Ellenwood was ranked 4th in Class 2A coming into that game. And need I remind you that Ellenwood beat us by 9 in the championship game of the Poisons and Winter Classic. We were in that game till the end, and we let it get away from us. But, I anticipate this being a strong contest for the girls. Won't be anything that they can rest all the starters in halfway through for tomorrow night. They're going to play all the way through.
No, I don't believe so. Ell-Saline's got a really good bunch of athletes. I haven't had the opportunity to see them play basketball yet this year, but I officiated them several times in volleyball, and very, very athletic group of girls. So I'm kind of anxious to see how they perform in the basketball arena. But we know their program has been very solid the last 2 or 3 years. Playing at the state level, and so they have a lot of tradition there, and should be a good contest for us.
Their leading scorer is Johnson with 14.8 a game, followed up by Aubrey Wilson at 10.5 points a game, and guard Cecily Omley at 8.7. And she's the sister of 2-time state champion Tate Omley here that wrestled for Minneapolis 2 years ago.
Ell-Saline, number 21, is Darby Wyckoff, 5'7" junior. And for Minneapolis, Lindsay Shoup. Starting lineups, number 22, Emma Dries. She's 5'4" and a junior. And for Minneapolis, Kennedy Allison at the quick board position. For Ell-Saline, number 23, Cecily Omley, 5'5" and a senior. And for Minneapolis, number 4, Lucy Giles. For Ell-Saline, number 24, Aubrey Wilson, and she is 5'11" and all of 5'11". She's a senior. For Minneapolis at the post, J.C. Owens. For Ell-Saline, number 33, Paige Johnson, as Dale mentioned, their leading scorer on the season. For Minneapolis, senior leader Mara Pounds. And I'm not going to talk about Coach Wilson leaving the Minneapolis system and going to Ell-Saline, but he would have stayed, we would have a 5'11" post right now.
Well, possible, but she was playing for Bennington anyway at that point.
Yep, she's athletic. If you've seen her on the volleyball court, as Dale Henderson mentioned, some of that athleticism transfers to the court, and she can bring it in volleyball. I've seen her in the outside hitter. She can bring it. As Dale Leech mentioned, I'm just going to keep saying Dales and Dales, but Dale mentioned this looks like quite a game here tonight. You got time to get out here and watch this Ell-Saline Minneapolis game. Ell-Saline, very good ball club, and Minneapolis depth. We'll see if we can hold up.
There's plenty of seating available. It was packed Friday night.
Late arriving crowd.
Aubrey Wilson will jump center for Ell-Saline. And Lucy Giles, we have the tip, slips through Ell-Saline, and we get it. Pick it up in the backcourt. Mara Pounds has it. Crossover dribble, clears the timeline. Ell-Saline in the man-to-man defense. Shoup almost loses her balance. Kicks it back out front. Now swings it back to Mara Pounds, left wing down low. J.C. Owens. And J.C.'s whistled with player control foul.
Wow.
That will be her first, Minneapolis first team foul. That's usually just enough to create the contact, but evidently created a little more than that. Minneapolis man-to-man on the defensive end. Kind of a tough call there early on Owens. Right wing, Dries has it, back out front. Now Omley on the left wing, dribble drive into the paint, kicks it out to Wilson. Motion offense. You've seen this before, long shot on its way, rims off. Wilson has the offensive rebound. She almost pulled the trigger on another three. And Ell-Saline with that offensive rebound. Down the paint, turnaround left-hand shot off the glass, no good. Tipped around and picked up by Kennedy Allison. No score here in the early going. Shoup has it. Dribble drive all the way in, off the glass, no good. And Owens could have had her second over the back right there, but no call. Wilson has it, and that's a walk. Turnover. Ell-Saline gives it right back to Minneapolis. 6:35 left first quarter. Shoup in the backcourt. Guarded by Wyckoff. Excuse me, that's Dries. Oh, all the way in. Lindsay makes it to the rack and misses the layup. Wyckoff has the rebound for Ell-Saline. Wilson can handle the ball for a 5'11" gal. Now down low, in the paint, up and in. Aubrey Wilson with the first points of the ball game. Owens from the outside, shot over the rim, no good, and ball goes through the hands of Ell-Saline. She picks up the ball and drags the pivot foot. I think she'd been better off just to go ahead and dribble. Paige Johnson. Somebody from White needs to throw it in, and we do, as Grace Peters goes over to the sideline. Kate Steinbrock in the contest. Shoup, Allison, Owens. And a hold is the call on Omley. Excuse me, that's on number 24. Aubrey Wilson is whistled with the reach-in foul. Now down low, tipped out of there. We almost had an easy bucket on the backside. Wyckoff closes quickly on the backside to tip that one out of bounds. We'll play it in. Try that one more time. Shoup has it. Good defense by Ell-Saline. Peters entry pass to Owens. Back out front. Kate all alone. Three-pointer on its way. Good. Kate Steinbrock with space and time squares up and knocks down the three ball. And Minneapolis leads 3-2. Out front, Dries, long shot on its way, no good. And Kate Steinbrock picks up the long carom. Ball is stolen by Wyckoff. She's going to have a layup and does. We kind of handed it off a little awkward there, and Shoup in traffic had her pocket picked. Now the entry pass, Allison pump fake up and in. Kennedy Allison with a nice head fake. Ball is up and in. Minneapolis leading 5-4. Wilson with it out on the left wing. Looks for a cutter. And Grace Peters has Johnson. There's a layup all the way in. Omley with a jump shot on the low block. And it's 6-5 Ell-Saline. Both teams man-to-man defense. Motion offense. Down the corner, Owens dribble drive out front to Shoup. In the paint she goes, and she is fouled. That would have counted, I think, as Wyckoff reaches in. Catches her right across the chin. And that's her first personal foul. Second team foul on Ell-Saline. 4:07 left first quarter, 6-5 Ell-Saline. Shoup with a chance here to get us back in the lead. First throw on its way. It is good. Lucy Giles back in the contest. J.C. Owens will get a breather.
Kind of a slow-paced offensive game right now.
Yes.
Second throw on its way, no good. And Omley has the board for Ell-Saline. Little token pressure in the backcourt. Allison, a little give and go. Tipped out of there by Allison. I think it was not a good pass by Wyckoff, but it will remain with Ell-Saline. Well, what are you seeing so far, H?
Well, right now I'm seeing that probably kind of what I suspected. Ell-Saline might be a step quicker than us. I think we're a little stronger on the inside. Like I said, my comment, kind of both teams are in a probing stage right now, trying to figure out what they can do offensively, because both teams are playing pretty solid defense.
Giles with a good break to the basket there, and the reach-in foul is called as she does get the shot off. Foul is on Wyckoff. That's her second. Lucy, a two-shot foul here. First throw on its way off the front of the rim, no good. Giles, a 65% free throw shooter. We'll see how deep the bench is on the Ell-Saline side. Second throw on its way. Front rim, no good. Mara Pounds has the rebound. Shots blocked by Wilson. Goodness. And Mara Pounds following up the play is whistled with a reach-in foul on Emma Dries. Second team foul. They get the ball in. Omley has it in the backcourt. Clears the timeline, guarded by Kate Steinbrock. Bad pass. Out in front of Wilson. Whistles right out of bounds. Turnover. Gives it back to Minneapolis. So far, Ell-Saline has a little bit of turnover problem.
Yeah, they've got 3 so far in the early going, so we'll hope that continues.
Good defense. Emma Dries, pretty salty little guard there. Has stolen the ball once and plays pretty tough defense. Skip pass. Grace Peters, shot on its way, no good. And Dries on the backside with the rebound. Wyckoff playing with 2 fouls, gives it off to Wilson. Wilson out on top. Dribble drive into the paint, hands it off to Dries. Looks for a cutter. We're now back out front to Wilson. Wyckoff back to Wilson. Stops. Now, oh, she walked. Dries tried to get position down low, took an extra step. And that was an easy call there, a turnover. Their 4th. Gives it right back to Minneapolis.
Concept that time. They were trying to get Omley, a little guard, posted up in the lane.
I've noticed her posting down there.
Minneapolis on the offensive end now. Mara Pounds gets it off to Shoop. Both teams, pretty good defensive teams. J.C. Owens loses the ball, and Lucy Giles rescues it. And the shot by Mara Pounds goes out of bounds. It will be Ell-Saline's ball.
Well, Omley probably has some quick start speed to get to the bucket.
Well, she's
got strength.
She's also very strong.
Yep.
She's a weightlifting champion from last year.
Yeah, I've seen some video from her brother of that. She's doing some squats.
Johnson, 3-ball on its way. And that's why she's leading the team in scoring. That 3-point shot up and in. 9-6 Ell-Saline. Bounce pass down low. J.C. Owens, shot off the glass and good. Nice entry pass there by Mara Pounds as she dumps it down low. Owens with a shot in the low block. Gets Minneapolis within one. Wilson with the ball on the right wing. Dribble drive into the paint, shot no good, and we box out nicely. Johnson following up the play. Good hustle play by Johnson. Picks the pocket of Shoop. You got to know it's coming. And she was right there, picked her pocket. Wyckoff, 2-pointer, good.
Yeah, we paid no attention to her whatsoever. 11-8, Ell-Saline.
Not a good pass there as Omley too quick to get in front of that pass, intercepts it. Now long shot by Johnson, over the rim, no good. Wyckoff has it. Omley dribble drive into the paint. Back to Omley. Wilson on the right wing. Wyckoff, ball above her head, skip pass to Omley. Now Wyckoff all alone, shot, good. Off the glass is good, and Wyckoff with another bucket.
Well, their patience on offense is paying off. They're getting good looks.
13-8, Ell-Saline.
10 seconds left first quarter. Sydney Weedle with the ball. Gets it off to Shoot. 4 to shoot, and she's being pushed as she turned the corner on the baseline. That 22 is whistled with the call. That's Emma Dries. The referee's not afraid to blow his whistle down there. He's been fairly consistent both ways. Players will have to adjust. He will call the armbar. Shoot. Steps back. Long shot on its way. I thought that thing was going to go in. All she could do is step back and throw it up, and it looked good from here.
It had the trajectory.
13-8. Ell-Saline with a 5-point lead. This is the end of the first quarter. This is SalinaPost.com and Eagle Communications. We'll be back with second quarter action here in Minneapolis in just a minute.
Choose your beautiful new countertop, granite or quartz, from the large selection of slabs of granite and quartz in stock in the Creative Surfaces showroom. Your new countertop is cut from the actual slab of granite and quartz you select. Creative Surfaces is a proud supporter of Minneapolis Lions.
See the guys at AutoTech for all your automotive repair needs. Quality automotive care from alignments to transmissions and everything in between. Proud supporters of the Minneapolis Lions. Visit Straub International today. Your Case IH, Great Plains, Mahindra, and Polaris dealer with 7 locations. Straub International, helping Kansas grow.
It's not good for 32? About 15 maybe?
Welcome back to the gym.
Possession arrow favors Ell-Saline here to start the second quarter. Here in the Lions Den, Minneapolis, Ell-Saline. It's a makeup game from Storm. She carried it. Good call as Dries heads to the basket. Is whistled with the carry. Shoop with the ball, clears the timeline. Allison Gets it off Grace Peters, left wing. Now shoot. Gets the ball screen. She goes all the way in. Shot off the glass, no good. Tipped and last touch by J.C. Owens. (13-8). Just underway here in the second quarter. Drees to throw it in. Gets it into Johnson, but tipped out there nicely by Grace Peters. Good defense by the Redhead. Wilson to play it in. Now gets it in to Johnson. Picks up her dribble. Drees on the right wing. Waits for everyone to clear. Gets it off to Wilson. Now left wing. Back to Drees. Shot on its way. No good. And Minneapolis had the rebound, but bounces it off their knee, and it goes out of bounds. We'll give Ell-Saline one more chance. Jade Rulott in the contest for Minneapolis. Will guard Wilson. 14 in the contest. That's Bailey Goddard. Johnson, three-pointer on its way. It's good.
Did you hear her call glass on that?
Yep.
Okay.
16-8. They've doubled it up on us. Wilson averaging 14 points a game. Shoop all the way in. Nice left-hand layup. It's up and in. Lindsay Shoop with a nice drive to the basket. Wilson with the ball, clears the timeline. Now down low. Johnson kicks it back to Drees, and she's whistled with a stutter step. Traveling is the call. Johnson has hit 2 3 balls. That one a little lucky. Still man-to-man defense by both teams. Allison has it. Tipped out of there. Oh, Omley with quick hands. Tips it out of there as Allison almost had her pocket pick. Steps back, pops, and good. Kennedy Allison steps back and just lets it rip. A nice little 12-footer from the right wing. Got her dribble drive all the way in. Oh, easy.
Made our defense look non-existent there. It was.
And we turn it over as we try to hand the ball off to our guard. Now Goddard on the left wing looks for an opening again, gets it off, tipped out of there by Allison, and the reach-in foul is whistled on Bailey Goddard, 5'6" senior. 18-12, 5:48 left, first half. Giles, Pounds, Allison, Peters, and Lott in the contest for Minneapolis. Nice crossover dribble by Allison, dumps it off to Grace Peters. Guarded by Johnson, gets a good ball screen from Lott, goes all the way in. Shot was blocked, but it will remain with Minneapolis. Jade Rulott to play it in for Big Blue. We almost throw it away. Lucy Giles rescues it. And a reach-in foul is called.
Foul on number 22, Emma Drees. That's her second personal.
Emma Drees whistled with her second personal foul. 6th team foul. And Grace Peters will throw it in. Into Mara Pounds it goes. Entry pass to Allison. Tried to thread the needle, and it's intercepted. Turnover gives it right back to Ell-Saline. Johnson gets it off to Omley. Gets a pick from Goddard. Wilson has the touch. Now back to Omley all the way in. Oh, nice dish off to Goddard on the opposite side. That would be a nice assist there by Miss Omley.
Great penetration and dish to the backside when we came to help.
Allison steps back and pops right at the free throw line. Giles with the offensive rebound. Shot is rejected by Aubrey Wilson down low, and she catches the ricochet. picks up the ball on her own block. Homley with the ball, left wing. Does have some arms and shoulders on her, doesn't she?
Yes.
Homley looking inside, dribble drive, picks up her dribble, out front it goes to Johnson. Peters with real good defense on their leading scorer. Now Goddard on the right wing. Shot off the glass is good. Difficult shot from that angle. And a 30-second timeout is called for by Coach Weatherman.
You ask about their bench. I think we found out she's come off the bench to score 6.
22-12, 30-second timeout. Let's keep it here, Dale Leech. What do you think of this Ell-Saline team?
Very good squad. You can. I appreciate the smarts they're playing with. Sometimes you don't see that in girls sports.
Yeah.
And they play very well together. You don't see a lot of silly mistakes. And they know how to cut to get the ball to the open person. Playing pretty good defense.
Well, their hands are awfully quick on defense. If we're even remotely close with the ball, it's not in our hands anymore. And I'm like Dale, I really like their offensive flow. They do a nice job of being very patient and finally getting a drive, and then they find the open people.
They changed up their defense here just a little bit to try and catch us off guard. Slip back into a little bit of a zone here. Lucy Giles walks with it before she got going there. Turnover, gives it back to Minneapolis, or back to Ell-Saline. 3:48 left first half.
We've dug enough of a hole here. We're going to start playing a lot different than we have so far. Yeah. This is going to really get away from us.
Breeze plays it in to Aubrey Wilson, guarded by Giles. Homley has it. Drees. Out front it goes Homley. Jump shot from the outside, good. She's played the whole game, and she is very active on the defensive end. You can tell she's got some stamina. Loose ball picked up, tipped out there. Kate had a shot at it, tipped it around, and Aubrey Wilson picks it up for Ell-Saline. Entry pass into Homley, and the reach-in foul is whistled on number 15. That would be Kennedy Allison.
Foul Minneapolis number 15, Kennedy Allison, her first. Third team foul.
Third team foul. Wilson. Now Goddard. Free throw line looking inside. Can't get it to Wilson. Long shot on its way. It's good. That's Homley. And it looks to me like they've got 3 or 4 scores on this team. Allison. Now Giles has it. Jump shot from the outside. Back rim, no good. J.C. Owens with the rebound. Stick back, no good. This is the chippy down low. And we could have used that one. 27-12. Just 2:22 left in the first half. And Wilson gets all the way down in the low block and is fouled as she gets a shot off. Lucy Giles whistled with her first. Wilson will shoot 2. First throw, no good. Lindsay Shoup and Jadra Lott into the contest. Second free throw, no good. Yes, it bounces up and drops in.
The rim was kind.
16-point advantage for the Cardinals.
There he slipped back in that 2-on-2 zone. A little 2-3 zone when Wilson drops down low, and that's what it looks like right now. Mara Pounds shot partially blocked by Johnson. Johnson and Homley, very active guards. And that time Johnson got there just at the nick of time to get a finger on it. Wilson Double teamed. Now the ball down low to Goddard, and J.C. Owens comes to get her. That's her second.
15-4 this quarter. That's when we were down 10.
13-8 at the
we were
quarter.
down 5.
Down 5 at the quarter.
Well, if there's any positive here, they don't seem to be a very good free throw shooting team. Goddard missed that one sorely, and this one, I shouldn't have said anything, nothing but net. 1 for 2, 29-12, 17-point lead for Ell-Saline Cardinals. They slip right back into that zone. Fairly effective the last couple of times down the floor. Shoot from the outside, front rim, no good, and Johnson picks up the long carom at the free throw line. She brings it up across this court. Staley Deal. Shot rims in for Johnson. I thought she had missed it. It back rimmed and bounced up. Friendly rim tonight for Ell-Saline. Good hustle by Deal. Deal. I think it's Deal. 5'3" sophomore. Kate Steinbrock, left wing, shot on its way. It's stuck. I know one referee can reach it, maybe the other one. Come on, Aubrey, jump up there and show your stuff. Get up there and get it. They get an Ell-Saline Cardinal to come and dislodge the ball. We haven't seen too many sticks this year, Dale.
Nope.
Grace Peters play it in under a minute. And Minneapolis almost down 20. Throw the ball and it goes off the hand of Lucy Giles. Another turnover. We've got a ton of them here in the first half.
We're playing a very good squad, but we are acting very disinterested as far as I can see.
Yeah, we are not attacking that zone defense with very much enthusiasm at all. It's pretty much a couple passes and settle.
Goddard trades pivot feet, and traveling is the call. 47 seconds left. Dodge a bullet there as Ell-Saline. If they would have got a bucket there, would have had us in a pretty deep hole. It's already deep enough. Kate Steinbrock, right wing, back out front to shoot. Grace Peters, we're matching up out on the perimeter. Now Lucy Giles, baseline layup, good. Good move by Lucy Giles to get all the way to the basket. We needed that layup bad. Johnson in the backcourt. Jade Lott with the defense. Left wing. The sophomore has it. Dribble drive into the paint. Picks up her dribble. Gets it back to Homley. Back to Goddard. Now down low, Wilson. Shot off the glass. Good.
We got
1
caught
second
in a
left,
switch
and we
there.
are not going to get a shot off.
We got caught in a switch there. Grace trying to grind Aubrey, and that's not very good odds.
Nice footwork by Wilson and playing with her back to the basket. A pivot move and the shot up off the glass. Nice move by the 5'11" senior. That will end the first half. Minneapolis finds himself behind by 19, 33-14 as Ell-Saline gave us exactly what we expected. Our girls just didn't play with them, and our turnovers killed us.
Outscored us 20-6 that quarter. And that's not good news because usually we don't play so well in the first quarter and respond with a strong second quarter. So I guess we got something to look forward to maybe this second half. The turnovers have actually been very even.
Really?
Ell-Saline with 9 and Minneapolis with 8 at this point. To me, the difference is just their patience on offense and just wait until they find that cutter cutting through, or like that last time where they got Aubrey posted up on Grace, and they're looking for those mismatches, and their patience is really paying off. And I thought especially when they went to the zone, we were about as impatient as you can possibly get. It was one pass, and let's throw something up there and hope it goes in, and they were not going in.
We gave them a lot of good mid-range to long-range open shots, and they can them. They're a good squad.
Well, that's the end of the first half. Everyone's in their locker room. Let's give Coach H a chance to get the stats together. We'll hear a word from our sponsors. This is SalinaPost.com, Eagle Communications, your home for the Fighting Lions of Minneapolis. We'll be right back.
Back with the first half stats, and the balance shown by Ell-Saline is the big reason why they are pretty well putting it to us at halftime. They are led in scoring at halftime by Paige Johnson with 8. Cecily Omley has 7. Bailey Goddard off the bench has 7. Aubrey Wilson with 5. Darby Wyckoff with 4, and Emma Dries with 2. Minneapolis is led in scoring by halftime by Kennedy Allison with 4. Lindsay Shoup has 3. Lucy Giles 2. J.C. Owens 2. Kate Steinbrock with a 3 for 3 total points. Free throws, not very many shot that first half. Just a very well clean played game. Ell-Saline 2 out of 4. Minneapolis 1 out of 4. As we already talked about, the turnovers very even, 9 for Ell-Saline, 8 for Minneapolis. Big difference in the game right now, along with the score, is the rebounding edge. Ell-Saline holds that 12-6. So we have really not got on the boards at all, in this game for any kind of second chance points or anything of that nature.
And to a degree, I can understand that with the Wilson girl and the Omley girl, but we should have plenty of strength ourselves across the board. We just are not.
Well, as my observation watching them warm up, and like I said, watching those girls play volleyball as much as I have, very, very quick. But size-wise, I think, overall, we are a bigger, more physical team than they are. But they are just really being much more patient than us, and obviously playing with maybe a little more pizzazz at this point.
Yeah, they're a little more aggressive on that offensive end. They're a little quicker, and I think we're stronger, as you mentioned, and we're more of a physical team, but they have the ins and outs and ways and bouts. They get right around you and then through you, and good passing team down low, and they look for a mismatch, but they're a good shooting team, what I've seen in the first half.
There's really been very few offensive rebounds on either end. Of course, they're putting a lot of theirs in, so there are no opportunities, but, I don't recall us having maybe but one offensive rebound that entire first half, and, we just have to get our girls going and get them getting on the board.
Johnson, the big gun, scoring-wise, but Wilson averaging a double-double scoring and rebounding. But Omley, just to me, her quickness and aggressiveness, her motor runs 110 mile an hour all game long. She picks up 50-50 balls. She's a good defender, and she can score well from anywhere on the floor.
Well, you watch her play anything, and when she hits the floor, it's going to be a full game worth of effort from her. She just doesn't know any different than that. I was really impressed with the Goddard girl coming off the bench. Jumped right in the game and, made a couple of really nice moves and scored, and she fits right in with that starting 5.
When I mentioned shot off the glass, those are not easy bank shots. That one, she had a terrible angle over there, but that thing was perfect diagonal off the glass. Those are tough shots, but she did quite well off the bench. You get scoring like that off the bench, that's a big plus.
Yeah, we just have to get something, going. Like I said, I felt especially against their zone defense there in that second quarter, we were very, we're not in attack mode at all.
No, we aren't.
No movement in and out. It was all perimeter pass.
Well, the only good was the good penetration we had, and Lucy Giles heads to the basket, and we get an easy layup.
Yeah, Lucy made a nice drive that one time and scored, and other than that, we just did not penetrate that zone at all. And we are not going to get back in this game shooting from 19 feet.
No. Yeah, we'll have to. It'll be. I'm sure we'll probably do a little pressing, but I think they handle the ball quite well. They've got 4 girls that can handle the ball quite well. So.
Yeah, I think we saw the press about 2 trips, and they were looking at layups at the other end, and I think we decided maybe not such a good idea. But we've got to do something to get the girls. I think Dale put it, get them interested in this game, because right now, that does not appear to be the case.
Sad to say, but true. Well, with that, we'll take another break and be right back after a short word from our sponsors.
Welcome back to Minneapolis Lions Den. Minneapolis Lady Lions trailing the Ell-Saline Lady Cardinals 33-14. We're just seconds away from the tip here in the second half. Ell-Saline, just a very good basketball team on the floor. They take care of the ball fairly well. They shoot the ball well and they defend well. And they'll get the ball here first to start the second half as the possession arrow favors them. And we're underway. They get it in to Drees, and she must have stepped out of bounds. I was looking down for the name. And turnover gives it right back to Minneapolis. We're just underway here in the second half, and Ell-Saline right back to that zone, which I thought they probably was fairly effective there in the first half. We're in a motion trying to get an open look. Now Mar Pounds from the outside, shot no good. Wilson, she plays long, and she had that rebound over the top of everyone there. Minneapolis still man-to-man. Wyckoff had it, gets it off to Omley. Back to Johnson from the outside. Ooh, in and out, no good. And Wilson comes out of there with a rebound as Wyckoff had it for a minute. Johnson again from the outside. That one's good. Gave her 2 good looks from beyond the arc, and she'll hit one or the other, and she did.
Yeah, those were both pretty well wide open looks that she had.
Mara Pounds has it, gives it off to Allison. 2-on-2 zone. Shoop all the way in, and I believe coach wants a walk, but Emma Drees is called with the reach-in foul. That's her 3rd. Ell-Saline's first team foul here in the second half. Shoop. Entry pass to J.C. Owens. Pass is thrown away and picked up by Ell-Saline.
Ell-Saline's a 22-point advantage and looking to build more.
They do take advantage of the turnovers. Wilson gets it off to Drees. Backdoor Wyckoff. They had her for a minute. Wyckoff out front, guarded by Owens. Good movement. Now out front. Ooh. Omley had an open look.
She was about ready to pull the trigger on that one.
23 and 33 look the same. Oh, Drees with a heck of a shot off the glass. 5'4" junior banks one in, and it's a 24-point lead. Giles baseline pass is tipped by Wyckoff as she tries to wrap around pass to J.C. Owens.
This zone takes real advantage of Aubrey's length. They're actually starting with a kind of a 3-2 look and then dropping her in the middle so she can play post defense at the same time, apply a little pressure out top. There's a 3 ball.
Lindsay Shoop lines one up from beyond the arc, knocks one down. 3-point shot. It's Minneapolis back within 21. Omley was the cutter. Wilson just holding the ball. Now they start the count as Shoop gets close enough. Johnson dribble drive, hands it off to Omley. Skip pass to Drees. And a foul is called. Might be on Kennedy Allison. Nope. Foul on Lindsay Shoop. her first. Peters, Lott, and Steinbrock in as Pounds, Giles, and Allison get a breather. Johnson to play it in. Over the top it goes to Wilson. Wyckoff. Back to Wilson. That was a nice play. She misses, gets her own rebound. How'd she miss that? I'll never know. That was a nice play as they double back. She was wide open on the low block.
Obviously trying to build up her offensive rebounding stats. Because, boy, she had a point-blank look at that one.
They called that on the floor on number 12, Jadra Lott. Whistled with the foul. Johnson back to Wyckoff. Dribble drive all the way in. Shot good.
Very good shooters.
Yes, they are. Grace Peters, J.C. Owens, and the reach-in foul by Wyckoff. That should be her third. And J.C. Owens with a nice move on the baseline. And they don't lose much by bringing in Goddard. Both girls about 6-8 points a ball game. Interchangeable. Out front it goes, Owens. Steinbrock around to Grace Peters. Now J.C. Owens has her shot blocked by Aubrey Wilson. Boy, she's got long arms.
Yes, she does.
Good clean block. Trees. Wilson has it, gets the ball screened from Omley. Now down low, Goddard shot off the glass, no good. She hadn't missed many. Omley catches up to shoot. Owens shot blocked. And a nice offensive rebound by Jadra Lott. The reach-in foul is called on number 23, Omley. That's her first. Third team foul. They zone up on this inbounds play. Kate Steinbrock gets it into Lucy Giles. Zone defense by Lady Cardinals. Dribble drive, shoot all the way in, right hand layup, no good. Giles and Grace Peters comes out of there with that rebound. Shot by Shoop, no good. And Jadra Lott hustling after that offensive rebound. The long carom took her momentum right into the Ell-Saline defender. That's her second personal foul. A little full court pressure here. Give it right back to Wilson. I'll try for a double team here. She's long enough, throws right over the top. Johnson from the outside, no good. Kate Steinbrock has the rebound for Minneapolis.
Nice to be able to have your post player bring the ball up the floor.
Steinbrock.
We were fortunate that didn't get picked off.
Lucy Giles all the way in, shot off the glass, no good. And Johnson has the rebound.
Oh.
I think when she got up.
Yeah, she dribbled it to start with, and then she picked her dribble up and then got up, so.
Hit from Minneapolis, number 15, Kennedy Allison.
Turnover gives it right back to Minneapolis. 40-17. Giles out to Steinbrock, three-pointer over the rim, no good. There we go. Goddard had it.
Is that Giles on the floor?
I think she caught one in the nose. Dina didn't look at it very long, so let's take a quick break as we get a sub in here. Lucy Giles is going to head down to the locker room. Evidently, she has a little bit of an opening.
Yeah, Coach,
in the skin.
Coach Meckel took a quick look from a distance and immediately turned to go get a wet towel.
Yep, I think there's probably a LeBron James type injury there.
Sometimes that mouse grows real quick and opens up real quick. And you got a high cheek like Lucy does, a beautiful face. Sometimes that cheekbone takes the brunt of an elbow, and hopefully that's all it is. We take a quick break here. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. This is SalinaPost.com, Eagle Communications. We'll be right back.
High school Lion backers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lions games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
Well, Coach, it'd be nice to get this thing down to a 12 or 15-point thing here before the end of the third quarter. But
well, you would like to think that we could maybe get it whittled down to 10, but I think that might be a pretty tall order.
We get a couple of turnovers on this full court pressure, maybe we can make hay. Wilson with the ball gets it off to Johnson. Behind the back dribble, clears the timeline and picks up her dribble. Leaves her pivot foot behind and stretched her out a little bit too far. Referee called her for a walk.
Yep, we need to get a couple quick buckets here and get a little bit of momentum heading into that final quarter.
Weedle with the ball. Pass is tipped out there by Omley, as I mentioned. Very active on the floor. Quick to that passing lane, tipped it out of bounds. We'll play it in. Weedle gets it in to shoot. Steinbrock just hit one a minute ago from there. J.C. Owens back to Weedle. Shoot, down the lane she goes, all the way in. Shot, no good. And Omley comes from somewhere to pick up that. Playing a little bit out of control, and she couldn't put the stops to it. And we pick up the loose ball and throw it away. Well, 2 turnovers, and Minneapolis has the ball down there, and we don't get a shot at the basket. Minute 15 left, third quarter. Goddard has it. Spins around and clears the timeline, picks up her dribble, hands it off to Aubrey Wilson, and foul is called on Allison as she reaches in, tips that ball out of bounds.
They are trying to help us out all they can right here in this last minute. They've got really shaky with their ball handling here.
4th team foul, 2nd personal foul on Kennedy Allison. They get it into Goddard. Picks up her dribble, gets it back to Johnson. Down to the low block, brings her right back out. Good man-to-man defense by Minneapolis. Shoup has the defense. 5-second call. Excellent defense by Lindsay Shoup.
Yeah, we've turned them over 4 times in a row here, but the score remains the same.
Under a minute left, third quarter. Weedle. Out front it goes, Steinbrock. Back to Shoup, right wing. Owens. Dribble drive, steps back, shoots, no good. Shot off the front of the rim. Came down to the floor, and Ell-Saline picked it up. Kind of a stretch to reach in there and get that ball from Wilson, and blocking foul is called to call it on the floor as Deal gets all the way down, dumps it down low. But the reach-in foul is called on Kennedy Allison. That's her 3rd. Picks up 2 quick ones here. Jade Rilott back in the contest. 20 seconds left, third quarter. Johnson to play it in. Wilson has it, steps back, shot, good. She's long enough, she can lean back, and that was up and in. J.C. Owens whistled with her third personal foul also. And I actually thought that might be J.C.'s fourth. Wilson, free throw, no good. Steinbrock has the rebound, gets it off to Owens. Shoot, down low to Jadra Lott. Shot is good. Jadra Lott with nice footwork and a nice bank shot off the glass. Jadra plays well around the rim. Weedle had it. It's stolen back by Wilson. And we had another shot at a basket there. 42-22 is the way the third quarter will end, as Ell-Saline still in command of this game. This is SalinaPost.com, Eagle Communications. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor.
Ottawa County Bank of Minneapolis offers hometown banking with commitment, experience, and quality service. Proud sponsors of area school activities.
B&K Prescription Shop has been serving the Salina area, including Central Kansas and North Central Kansas, since 1953, providing patients of all ages the prescriptions that they need to feel better. B&K Prescription Shop.
Eagle Communications, home of ECTV, high-speed internet, 910 KINA, and 99 KG Country, is a proud sponsor of tonight's hometown coverage of Lions sports. Listen to the Lions sports on SalinaPost.com.
Welcome back,
At Lambert
Minneapolis.
Insurance, Kent Lambert can
Go
make
ahead.
shopping for insurance easy. With insurance plans changing all the time and costs increasing constantly, getting coverage you need at affordable rates can be a challenge. Let Lambert Insurance in Minneapolis help.
Sorry, Dale, I thought you were going to push the button a few words earlier. Minneapolis to play it in to start the fourth quarter, and we got a ways to go here. Ell-Saline still in that zone defense. Shot from the outside. J.C. Owens shot is up and in on the baseline. 42-24. Ball screen. Now Omley down. Turnaround jump shot, no good. And she's over the back. Fourth team foul. It's Omley's second personal foul. 7:34 left in this contest. Boy, if we could come back from this, that'd be
That would be a comeback for the ages, wouldn't it?
yeah, it would. Jump shot baseline. Allison, no good, and Wilson comes out of there with that rebound. Pretty good rebounder, gets herself into pretty good position. Pass dumped down low to Johnson. She loses it. And Wyckoff right there to pick up the loose ball. Omley out front. Dribble drive, shut down on the baseline. Now wraparound pass to Johnson, shot no good. And Mara Pounds clears the board for Minneapolis. Omley forces Pounds to pick up her dribble. Allison skip past to Pounds. They're able to cover quickly. J.C. Owens back to shoot. Three-pointer on its way. No good. They're going to give it to Ell-Saline as Mara Pounds had a hand on it last. 6:31 left fourth quarter. Aubrey Wilson with the ball, guarded by Kennedy Allison. Down low, Johnson back to Wilson. Shot, good. Nice design play as Johnson was looking for Wilson as she cut down on the low block. And you got a 5'11" girl and got some length like that, why not? Wilson, another rebound as Allison misses on the low block.
Length and athleticism.
Yeah, she's not only long, she's got good movement and jumps well.
She's the real deal.
Reach-in foul on Kennedy Allison. That's her fourth.
Wilson's the line for a 1-and-1.
Shea Allison into the contest. Weedle, Jadra Lott. Grace Peters and Lindsay Shoup. Minneapolis down 20 here as Aubrey Wilson to the free throw line has not made one here yet tonight.
Yeah, she's 1 of 3.
Way to talk her into it, Mike.
I shouldn't have ever said that. 2 of 4. Second throw on its way. She got them both.
Way to go, Mike.
46-24, Ell-Saline.
5:50 left in this contest. Minneapolis on the short end of the score. Shoup, long shot on its way, no good. And Johnson has the long rebound for the Lady Cardinals. Wilson way out on top. Can handle the ball. Wyckoff travels before she can hand it off to Deal. They played 7 girls.
Yes, 7 girls. We're doing a really nice job of creating turnovers. We just are not taking advantage of them on the offensive end.
Johnson with the reach in foul. That's a 15 foul. That's Johnson's first, Paige Johnson. Grace Peters to play it in for Lady Lions. Jadra Lott back to Grace Peters on the outside. Back to Shea Allison down low. Lott. Shot partially blocked, I think, or misdirected or redirected by Aubrey Wilson. Lott with a good defense on Wilson. Wyckoff left wing gets the ball screen from Homley. Shot no good. And Shoup has the good position and Deal with the reach in foul.
Foul number 10, Staley Deal, her first.
30-second time out is called for by Ell-Saline's coach. And we'll take one too. Minneapolis trailing 46-24.
La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant on South Broadway across from the All-Star Lanes in Salina. Delicious recipes, generous portions, and daily specials made fresh daily. La Hacienda has something you'll love. La Hacienda proudly supports the Minneapolis Lions.
All right, welcome back to the drubbing.
Ell-Saline Lady Cardinals in control as Minneapolis clears the bench. Forte in, Wheatle, Jadra Lott, Shea Allison, skip pass to Grace Peters. Ell-Saline still with the starters in. Jadra Lott turns and looks, pops, and hits. Jadra has picked up her game the last half of the season and has played rather well. Plays a little better defense than she did earlier in the year. She's just getting used to the contact that the varsity girls have. Playing quite well on the offensive glass also. Able to get a bucket up over the top of the defenders. She might have a tough time with Wilson, but has scored a couple baskets here tonight. Wyckoff gets it off to Johnson. Her ponytail's been readjusted a little bit. They have played well on defense, that's for sure, but as Coach Henderson mentioned, we haven't taken advantage of their turnovers.
Ball knocked away by Shea Allison.
Nicole Forte has it. Jadra Lott on the baseline down to Shea Allison. Shot no good. And Aubrey Wilson slides in there for the rebound. She must have about a dozen.
How about 10?
I believe it. Wyckoff with it on the right wing. There's Wilson. Shot, no good, but the reach-in foul is called on Weedle. Jadra Lott tried for the interception. Sydney Weedle whistled with her first personal foul.
They do a really nice job with their back cuts. If we jump out in that passing lane, they are headed back door, and they are looking to find them.
Wilson's first free throw, no good. .249 left in the contest. She hits that one though. Forte with it. Gets it off the right wing. The name escapes me. Skip past. She's an Allison. McKenzie, yeah. Shot no good, and the rebound is picked out of there by Dries for Ell-Saline. Gets it off to Aubrey Wilson. Nicole Forte with the defense on Wilson. Johnson the cutter. Omley dribble drive, gets it off to Wyckoff, off to Breeze. Picks up her dribble. I think they're probably looking for number 24 down on the low block, don't you think?
I think they're looking for whatever layup we give them.
Omley, Breeze, Wyckoff.
So they're doing just a lot of cutting off of a wheel.
Oh, Wilson all the way to the basket, misses the layup. She has missed two easy ones here tonight. .33 left in the contest. Weedle over to Forte. Ooh, a long shot on its way. It's good. Three-pointer. Ochtenberg, Molly Ochtenberg, yeah. Nice shot. Nothing but net. Molly cuts loose from beyond the arc. Dries has it tipped away by Sydney Weedle, and she is whistled with the reach-in foul. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Dries. Emma, a 5'4" junior. First throw, no good. Can't hit the front end of the 1-and-1. And Shea Allison tracks down the long rebound.
Who attempted that one, Mike? Who was on the line that time?
Dries. 22. Allison with the ball above her head, now off to Weedle. Nicole Forte. Molly Achtenberg just hit one from there. Allison back to Shea Allison. Nice patience. Nicole Forte had to go get that one as she was sandwiched by Wyckoff and Dries. And Dries is going to be whistled with the reach-in foul. It'll be a 1-and-1 as Nicole Forte goes to the free throw line. First free throw, no good. Omley, she can jump. Has the rebound for Lady Cardinals. Under a minute. Wilson out on top. Scoops it off to Johnson. 19 seconds left in this contest. Wilson with the ball. Pretty impressed with the play of the Ell-Saline Lady Cardinals. Pretty much consistent throughout.
Definitely one of the best teams we played this season.
They defend the basket well. They rebound well. They shoot the ball real well. And that's the way it will end. Ell-Saline 47, Minneapolis 29. And somewhat of a shocker to me. I thought it would be a pretty close game, but Ell-Saline just too much in the first half, able to shoot the ball well from the perimeter and defend the goal. We'll be back with some point totals and stats here in just a minute in the boys contest as the Lady Lions lose 47-29. We'll be right back.
Tonight's game.
Back with our final game stats from a Ell-Saline 47 over Minneapolis 29 victory. Leading the way for Ell-Saline with 12 points is Aubrey Wilson, Paige Johnson with 11, Bailey Goddard with 7, and Cecily Amelie with 7. Both girls did not score in the second half. Darby Wyckoff finished the game with 6 points, and Emma Dries also did not score in the, I guess take that back. She had 2 in each half, finished the game with 4. Minneapolis was led in scoring by Lindsay Shoup with 6 and Kate Steinbrock with 6. JC Owens had 4, Kennedy Allison 4, Jade Rilott 4. Molly Ochtenberg came in the game late, hit a 3 to finish with 3 points. Emma Giles, or Lucy Giles, excuse me, finished with 2 points. Very low number of free throws shot in the game as both teams just really did not create a lot of defensive duress, I guess. Ell-Saline was 3 out of 6 in the second half to finish the game 5 out of 10. Minneapolis was 0 for 1 from the line in the second half to finish the game 1 out of 5. Ell-Saline continued their dominance on the offensive boards, grabbing 15 in the second half to Minneapolis' 7 to finish with a 27-13 rebounding advantage. Turnovers remained relatively the same. Ell-Saline had 9 in the second half to go with their 9 in the first half to finish with the game with 18 total turnovers. Minneapolis only turned the ball over 5 times in the second half to finish with 13 for the contest.
Well, Ell-Saline goes to 14-5 on the season. Minneapolis drops to 13-6, and making it dicey to see if they can hang on to second sub-state spot here. You know, hats off to Ell-Saline, a very, very good squad. Probably one of the 2 best teams we've seen.
I was just impressed with their overall, their patience with the basketball. They just continue to run cutters through their offense until, we got tired of chasing them, or we would jump out in the passing lane and they were going back door. They just really do a nice job of, keeping their composure and finding the open girl and doing a job of putting the ball in the hole. And, when you have an Aubrey Wilson in the that you can do about whatever you want with defensively, that helps. And, she does a lot of their ball handling for them. They go through her a lot, but she can also, finish for them when she needs to. So I was like you, I was very impressed with them as a ball club. Just really a total package.
They had a really nice offensive scheme a couple of times. As you mentioned, they hit that cutter, but they take advantage of Aubrey Wilson's height and catch her on a back cut or something down on the low block. She did miss a couple little chippies down there, but she does rebound the ball well, and she gets a pretty good position down there. Doesn't really get into too big issue on foul trouble, but I don't keep track of them, but I think she probably blocked at least 4, if not 5 shots here tonight.
I'm going to say a minimum of 5. And if she didn't block them, she was an intimidating factor. We didn't mention it in the rebounding totals, but she finished the game with 10 rebounds. It was just a totally dominant force, even on that end.
Well, what I'm going to say is not a diss of Ell-Saline at all. Very, very good squad. But I tell you guys, for a team that is challenging for our league title and one of the best teams in our sub-state, we did not act or play like that team tonight. I'm just
to get blown out at home, that's
frustrated with our ability to come out and execute play good, smart ball and act like we really want to be on the court and try to do something.
That's a hard one to, to judge. From clear up here, we might say that, but at the same time, we're not down on that floor. With the pressure that they were constantly there. They just were never really out of position defensively, and we just weren't able to make anything happen.
Yeah, they're a very smart ball club. I think they're well coached. They jumped out to a 12, 15-point lead, and they go, well, let's just see if they can attack this 2-3 zone, and the big girl in the middle. We couldn't. We did hit a couple shots from the outside, but other than that, had one layup and 2 threes, and that's about the size of it.
Yeah, they were playing us man early, and we really weren't doing a whole lot of damage to that, but we probably did even less against the zone.
Coach Sheets from Belleville was here scouting the Ell-Saline Cardinals. They're in the same sub-state, so he got a good eyeful tonight.
Yes, he did.
Well, the Lady Lions travel to Russell tomorrow evening, and so do we, to see if they can wrap up a league title, the first one they've had since 98-99. And they're going to have to come out and play a heck of a lot better game tomorrow night than they did against Ell-Saline tonight, and it's going to be as close to just as good a squad tomorrow night.
Well, that depends on the Russell team that shows up. The team we saw here will be a big handful for us, but they've had some pofas along the way here at the end, so we don't know exactly what kind of ball they're playing at the moment. But if they bring what they brought down here tomorrow night, we will have to be really on our toes to beat them at home.
That's a fact. Well,
Coach Weatherman's on his way. He's there, but do you want to?
We will sign off and go back on. We'll go to another disc and
get
another broadcast ready. We'll be right back.